Hello and good day. So I will be in Tallahassee, Florida on October the 22nd. So if anyone needs any help while I'm in the area, just reach out to see if we can link up. I have my information at the bottom of this video so you can shoot me an email. Now moving into my story for today. So I had a lady that reached out to me. She was explaining to me that she has a lot that's going on in her life. She's reached out to somewhere between 35 to over 40 people trying to get help. And she told me that things have decreased some, but not a lot. So she's not seeing a lot of good results. So she decided to come to me to see if I could help her out. Now, while I'm having this conversation with her, she's explaining to me that she used to be a stripper. So she used to be a stripper, she used to be a dancer, and she doesn't do that anymore. But she lived a very fast lifestyle, very promiscuous lifestyle as well. And she was telling me she's had a lot of sexual partners, that she's also been raped as well. Something that she's telling me that she deals with is that different things or different males are coming in her dreams and are having sex with her. She said sometimes it's different celebrities, sometimes it's ex-boyfriends or people that she's been with in the past, and they're having sex with her. Now she can feel the penetration in these dreams is what she's telling me. She said everything seems so real. Also, she's having orgasms in these dreams as well. So when she's waking up, she's telling me that her panties are wet, so they are soaked. So this is very, very real. I work with a lot of people that deal with this sort of thing. She's also telling me that she's dealing with an odor that is coming from a vagina. So she says she's a very clean person. She keeps up with her hygiene, but this odor is like an odor that she's never smelled before. And she's also itching in her vagina as well. So she goes to the doctors to get checked out. They can't find anything wrong with her. This is every time you see, well, most of the time you see these cases when you're going to the doctor and they're trying to see what's happening and they can't find anything. More than likely, this is something that's spiritual that's causing this, and that's why the doctors can't find anything with this. Now, she's telling me that even when she's working, that this spirit will start having sex with her. So she will start having orgasms when she's at work. She could be at work on the computer and it just start having orgasms. She says she can be in the car driving to the grocery store or home and would just immediately start having orgasms. So this demon is just pretty much raping her at will and on the spot whenever it wants to. So this is something that she says she's just sick of this and she just wants it to stop. So I told her she would need to set up a spiritual consultant deliverance session with me through Zoom. So this is a virtual session. So she set this session up, and I started to see that she had a spiritual spouse that was attached, that is attached to her, or what we call an incubus demon. This is just a demon that believes that it is married to you in the spiritual realm. Very jealous demon. If you have a boyfriend, it will cause, or even if you have a husband, it will cause issues in a relationship because it's very jealous, or it will not allow you to even form a relationship with anybody else. So I've kind of seen this both ways. So this is called an incubus, or a spiritual spouse is what we would call this. Now I also saw that she had another spirit, because again, she was telling me that she wants to be, at some point she wants to be married, but she wants more than one husband. So she wants multiple husbands. So this was something that she explained to me as well. Now, starting this session again, I saw that she had the spiritual spouse, and I also saw that she had the spirit of polyandry. So This is a spirit that makes you feel like you want multiple husbands. So again, the spirit is the spirit of polyandry. So this is why she's feeling like she wants more than one husband. Now, she's also been raped as well. So I tell people, when you've been like raped or molested, that opens doors for different spirits to enter you. A lot of times from like being raped and dealing with the molestation, I see the spirit of confusion that will enter first. Then the next stage will be like the homosexuality or the lesbianism. Is what I normally see. Most people that you see that's living in that lifestyle, most of them have been through some type of trauma, again, when they've been like molested or they've been raped. And again, that opens the doors for these spirits to enter. So anyway, she sets up the Zoom session, so I start to pray over her, and as I'm praying, I can tell that she's very uncomfortable. She starts to do a lot of shaking, and her head is like moving in circles. Her body is moving in circles as well. An angel comes in and tells me to start praying to remove the spirits from out of her vagina, right? So I started to pray to remove every unclean spirit that is attached to her vagina and to remove this spiritual spouse. So as I started to do this, she let out a scream that was so loud. And I'm sure y'all have heard Mariah Carey when she hits these high notes. This scream sounded like this, but it lasted for like 60 seconds at least. And she didn't take a breath. She didn't pause. She didn't stop. So this was my first time, hearing the scream this loud and this long. And this was because this demon was being tortured as I was driving it out in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Also, I noticed that her mouth stretched open as if someone had their hand on the top part of her mouth and someone had their hand on the bottom, and it was just stretching her mouth open. So it didn't look real. It looked like it was abnormal. So this was supernatural, almost like if she was giving birth, like something was coming out. Something was coming out. When you see these people's mouths opening this wide, that's because demons are being pushed out of the mouth. That's why her mouth stretched open so wide the way that it did. And this demon was coming out and it was screaming, and she was shaking her head back and forth trying to say no. And it was a lot that was going on. She also started to spit and burp as well. When the demon's coming out, people will start to burp, hiccup, sneeze, cough, cry. I had people that pee on themselves, diarrhea, so it can be a lot that can go on, nosebleed. So, all of this is when the demon is exiting the body. It can cause these things to happen. Now, I also had her do some deliverance baths, some spiritual baths that I had her to take that I prayed over. When she got inside the bathtub, she noticed that her legs started to spread open, and she started to see like balls or orbs of light that was leaving out of the vagina. So again, the spirits can leave out. I worked with at least about, 3 or 4 females that this happened to. And I know 2 of them used to be strippers. So the spirits will leave out. So again, if you're living this promiscuous lifestyle and, slept with a lot of men, different things have attached to the vagina, when I'm praying, it will exit out that way. And so this was her case. So she's feeling a lot better, and Yeshua, he will free her totally. But again, she's doing a lot better. She's just about free. I would say she's probably about 96% free, 96% delivered. So a few more sessions and she'll be fine. So just remember, in terms of having sex, you want to wait until you get married. You don't want to be sleeping around with different people. A lot of energy is being transferred this way, different demons, different spirits. This stuff is very, very dangerous, on top of the diseases and everything else. I tell people it's what I call spiritual STDs. It's a lot deeper, these demons. So be careful with this stuff. And if anyone needs any help, again, my information will be at the bottom of the